To our election watch, tomorrow voters will decide on a new mayor in Colorado Springs, a runoff election between Wayne Williams and Yemi Mobolade. Voter turnout trending higher finally for the runoff that we first had the April 4th election. The numbers are rising. Data from the city shows there are more than 300,000 registered voters in the city. And so far, about 89,000 ballots have been turned in. That's a turnout of about 28%. In April, just 18% of ballots, or 55,000, were turned in at the same time. Now, if you still haven't voted, it is too late to mail that ballot, but you can still drop it off at one of the many drop boxes across the city. You have to do it by 7 o'clock tomorrow night.
Election season focuses a lot on priorities and what candidates plan to do as mayor. But tonight we're getting a closer look at Yemi Mobolade and Wayne Williams. News 5's
Alasyn Zimmerman is giving us a better sense of who these candidates are.
Colorado Springs voters are deciding on a new mayor. Current Mayor John Suthers is term limited, and the two candidates remaining in the race are Wayne Williams and Yemi Mobolade. I sat down with both of them to learn more about who they are and what they say they'll bring to the mayor's office. We start with Yemi Mobolade. He gained the most votes in April's election. He's an entrepreneur and has never held political office, which is something he hopes to use as an advantage.
My team jokes that I'm a flaming moderate.
That's how Mobolade describes his political affiliation. A registered unaffiliated voter, that's also how he views the mayor's job.
It's a nonpartisan job. I'm okay being a flaming moderate. I'm okay being, I'm one of 48% of people, by the way, in this city who considers themselves unaffiliated.
His non-affiliation is something he says he plans to carry if elected into the mayor's office when it comes to controversial issues like abortion.
As mayor, I intend to serve residents who are pro-life and pro-choice, period.
A Nigerian immigrant, he came to the U.S. when he was 17 years old, first stopping in Indiana, where he met his wife Abby, then to California before coming to Colorado Springs and working as a pastor. He became a U.S. citizen in 2017.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Just okay?
Mobolade has started two small businesses in downtown Colorado Springs, which he points to as a key experience.
My desire to just keep making Colorado Springs a better city took me to become a business owner.
Mobolade's business leadership has faced some controversy. In 2020, the state ruled in favor of his employees in a wage theft lawsuit. Last year, Mobolade's business partner, Russ Ware, was accused of misusing funds. Mobolade says he reported Ware to police.
My own business partner stole from me, and I reported it to law enforcement because that was the right thing to do.
Mobolade previously worked for the city as a small business economic development administrator.
This is all cloud-based. That's right. All of these. That's right. Okay.
One of his priorities if elected is to grow local businesses like Altea, a tech company in downtown Colorado Springs.
70 to 80% of a community's new job gains comes from growing within. I just want to talk to the voters who voted for me. Thank you. For the ones who didn't vote for me, I want to earn their vote.
Since the April 4th election, Mobolade has received endorsements from former mayoral candidates, including Tom Strand and third-place finisher Sally Clark. He also received an endorsement from former El Paso County Sheriff Bill Elder, a law enforcement leader known for his conservative stance on gun laws, like the state's red flag law. Do you align with Sheriff Elder's views?
I align with Sheriff Elder's passion for law enforcement officers. To care for them, that we both understand that a city is only as great as it is safe.
What I want to know specifically is what is your stance when it comes to gun laws on the local level?
On the local level, I don't know what my stance is. My wife and I, we own guns. We believe in the Second Amendment. And I know a lot of the gun law conversations happen on the federal and state level. Where I engage as mayor is around public safety and ensuring that we are keeping our community safe, we're keeping crime down.
Wayne Williams is no stranger to public office. He's held elected positions since 2002, including El Paso County Commissioner, Colorado Secretary of State, and most recently as a city councilman.
I registered to vote as a Republican, but I've been a Republican the whole time.
While the mayor is a nonpartisan job, Williams at one point ran the county Republican Party.
But I enjoy support from a host of Republicans, I also enjoy some support from Democrats and unaffiliated members of our community as well, and that's the way it should be.
His involvement in politics started when he was 15 years old in Virginia, where he attended a political meeting at the local courthouse.
And I got involved in part because there were some things that I was not happy with at the national level.
He was also the student body president at his high school before attending BYU in Utah. He then got a law degree from UVA. With his religious beliefs, he does not see the role of the city as getting involved with issues like abortion.
With respect to the other issue you raised, Colorado has different laws than other places. We have to follow the state and federal laws that exist where we are, and that limits our ability to take most actions.
He and his wife, County Commissioner Holly Williams, moved to Colorado Springs in 1992. 2 years later, he was appointed to the Colorado Springs Housing Authority Board. His experience in office, specifically on city council, is something he's leaned on heavily throughout his campaign for mayor, pointing to projects like the new Panorama Park in the southeast part of the city.
So we moved to Colorado Springs because of the natural beauty, because of the wonderful environment, and parks are a key part of that.
And Fire Station 23 near Memorial Park.
One of the things that have sometimes been criticized for is I talk about what we've accomplished, but I think that's much more important than what someone has been. It's more, what have you done?
Williams has been criticized as being friendly with developers in the city. Campaign finance reports show he's received thousands of dollars from local developers. He previously faced a recall effort while on city council last year. The group did not turn in any signatures for the recall and instead focused its efforts on a campaign against Williams as mayor.
When you look at the way we have addressed critical issues like water.
Current Mayor John Suthers endorsed Williams ahead of the April 4th election. And since election night, 5 out of the 9 city council members have come out in support of Williams.
The fact that all 4 of the city council leaders, the president pro tem, the utilities chair and vice chair have all endorsed me means a lot to me because that's the group I'm going to have to work with.
He did not gain the support of third place finisher in the mayor's race, Sally Clark, something he said he was not surprised by.
Was aware that she believed very differently about how we address water than I did. That was a matter of some contention during the primary or during the initial election. And I believe strongly that we have to protect our citizens. She did not.
His endorsements have come under criticism in the past couple of weeks. Previous campaign materials listed former El Paso County Sheriff Bill Elder as a supporter. Elder recently endorsed Mobolade.
So early on in the campaign, as Bill has said he was supportive, that he supported me. And then as other people got into the race, he backed off and said, Wayne, they've got too many friends running. And so that's exactly what happened.
What is, in your mind, the difference between support versus endorse?
I'm not sure there is a legal distinction. They are different words. I'm honored to have support of, as I said, the majority of city council that I'll be working with. And the one that's important for me are the actual rank and file in law enforcement, the ones who are actually doing it today.
Both Mobolade and Williams outlined similar plans for their first 100 days in office. Those priorities include working with city council, getting the city budget passed, and focusing on a smooth transition. Williams does not plan on making any major staffing changes in the city. Mobolade says some positions may change. Back to you.
Alasyn, thank you. Alasyn Zimmerman reporting for us. Now we have a breakdown of some of the plans and promises both candidates have outlined on key issues in our city. It's on our website, KOAA.com.
And that's also where you'll find answers to all of your election needs. All you have to do is scan the code on your screen or visit our election watch on KOAA.com. There you'll find a last-minute guide for the runoff election, also drop-off locations, and our mayoral debate that we hosted with the Gazette, El Pomar, and the Colorado Springs Chamber. Mike.